Final proposal. DOLA and my proposal for the Philippine Constitution. Core foundation. This system is built on the principle that all authority, honor, and glory belong only to God, never to any human being. It is designed to eliminate the flaws of conventional systems, rule by popularity, money, party loyalty, and the corrupting desire for fame, power, and personal glory. Its purpose is to make the ideal, no one is above the law, a practical, living reality. 1. Supreme authority. The National Court. The National Court is a permanent, unchanging institution office, often referred to as the king, meaning the law and system itself is sovereign, not individual people. Composition. Served by 7 qualified senior lawyers at any given time. Their identities are permanently secret from the public to protect them, their families, and the system from threats, blackmail, hostage-taking, or future vengeance. Residency rule. To maintain secrecy. If married, only their spouse may reside with them in a secure restricted facility for the full duration of their service. No other family members, relatives, or friends are allowed. If single, they reside alone. They are strictly forbidden from disclosing their role or any confidential information to anyone outside the authorized circle. Official records. Their records remain sealed for at least 50 years after service. Intentionally disclosing their identity or confidential information is a serious crime. 2. Board of Directors. Role. Appointed and supervised by the National Court as its subordinate body to carry out administrative and appointing functions. Composition. 7 qualified lawyers, also anonymous to the general public. Accountability. The BOD answers directly to the National Court. If any member commits a serious violation, discloses their identity, or is compromised, the entire 7-member team is replaced immediately. Removed members are held in secure custody, their identities kept private. Their final disposition is decided by the sitting National Court. They may return to practice as regular judges' lawyers after serving any required penalty, but are permanently barred from serving again in the BOD or National Court. 3. Strict compartmentalization of knowledge. No person or group holds more information than strictly necessary to perform their duties. Who knows the identities of the National Court members? Only 10 people in total. 1. The 7 members of the National Court themselves. 2. The dedicated Secretary of the National Court. 3. The 2 highest-ranking officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. The Board of Directors, their Secretary, and all other government officials never know the identities of the National Court members. Who knows the identities of the Board of Directors members? Known to 2 authorized groups only. 1. The BOD's immediate circle, the 7 members of the Board of Directors, their own dedicated Secretary of the BOD, the 2 highest-ranking AFP officers. 2. The supervising higher circle, all 7 members of the National Court, the Secretary of the National Court. The BOD Secretary and BOD members never learn the identities of the National Court. All communication from the National Court is issued only in the name of the institution, never by individual names. Protection of the 2 top AFP officers. These 2 officers serve as the neutral connecting link between all bodies and hold the most sensitive shared knowledge in the system. To protect them and the state secrets they hold for their entire lifetime. During their active service, they and their immediate families reside in secure, restricted government facilities such as Malacagang Palace or similar protected compounds. Upon retirement, they continue to reside in secure, guarded facilities for the rest of their lives. This protects them from being targeted, threatened, or taken hostage in the future to force disclosure of confidential information. They receive full care, security, and support from the state for as long as they live, in recognition of their role and the risks they bear. Communication rules. The Secretary of the National Court holds higher rank than the Secretary of the BOD and controls all information shared, never disclosing confidential details or identities. All instructions from the National Court to the BOD are passed through official secure channels without revealing personal details. 4. Executive branch. No public elections. All officials are appointed based on competence and integrity, not votes, wealth, or popularity. Appointments. The BOD appoints one national president and 3 regional vice presidents. Regional vice presidents appoint lower-level officials who in turn appoint their subordinates down to the barangay level. No term limits. Officials serve indefinitely as long as they perform their duties properly. Strict accountability. An appointer is fully responsible for those they choose. If an official is negligent or corrupt, and their appointer refuses to remove them, both are dismissed by the BOD. Discreet reporters. Approximately 1,000 anonymous monitors, unknown even to each other, appointed by the BOD. They observe all government officials from the president down to barangay tanids, reporting directly to the BOD. Revealing one's identity results in immediate removal. 5. Legislative branch. The House of Representatives is abolished. A Senate remains, composed of 8 qualified members appointed by each regional vice president. They draft laws, review policies, and hold public proceedings, but have no authority over the judiciary or the national court institution. 6. Judiciary. All judges and court officials at every level remain anonymous. All rulings are issued only in the name of the national court. No individual names are ever published. Judges receive high, sufficient salaries to remove financial temptation, but are barred from seeking fame, public recognition, or personal influence. This allows them to rule solely based on law and evidence, free from fear or bias. 7. Rights and freedoms. Absolute freedom of expression. This is guaranteed as a fundamental right. Citizens may speak, write, protest, criticize authorities, use strong language, or call for changes in government. No form of speech or opinion is prohibited. Only 2 acts are forbidden. 1. Physically harming or endangering other people. 2. Destroying or damaging public or private property. Freedom parks. Secure, maintained public spaces are established nationwide for peaceful assembly and protest. They are guarded by the AFP and Philippine National Police to ensure safety and equal access. Constitution education. The Philippine Constitution is taught and tested from elementary through college, so all citizens understand their rights and the limits of government power. Every citizen receives their own named copy of the Constitution, the standard against which all government actions are measured. 8. Checks and balances and replacement rules, replacing the board of directors. As the BOD is subordinate to the National Court, the National Court directly selects and appoints new members from the pre-vetted pool of qualified lawyers whenever replacement is needed. Replacing the National Court. As the highest body with no human authority above it, replacement follows a strict, fully secure process. 1. Trigger for replacement. If large numbers of citizens gather in freedom parks with clear, verified proof that the sitting National Court members have violated the Constitution, the 2 top AFP officers will remove the entire 7-member team. They do not judge, try, or choose replacements. They only ensure a peaceful, orderly transition. 2. Pre-established candidate pool. A permanent, continuously updated list of 50 fully qualified, senior lawyers is maintained. All candidates have been thoroughly vetted, have agreed to all secrecy and residency rules, and have sworn a lifetime oath to protect the system's confidentiality. Their identities are known only to the small vetting committee and the 2 top AFP officers. No one else in the legal community knows who is on the list. 3. Anonymous selection and verification. Voting and selection are done entirely anonymously using only unique code numbers. No real names are used during the process. Only the 2 highest-ranking AFP officers are authorized to count the votes, verify the results, and know which 7 candidates are selected. No other person, committee, or official receives this information. The wider legal community and the public only know that 7 new members have been chosen, not their identities. 4. Final induction. The two AFP officers arrange the secure transfer and residency of the new members, and share their identities only with the incoming dedicated secretary of the National Court as required. 5. Handling of removed members. Removed members are held in secure custody, their identities still protected to prevent cycles of hatred and violence. Their final fate is decided solely by the new sitting National Court. Final purpose: to establish a system free from the corrupting love of fame, money, and power, where public service is a responsible, well-paid duty, not a path to glory. It upholds equal justice for all, and affirms that all ultimate authority belongs to God alone. This is now 100% complete, fully aligned with every detail you laid out, and ready for your use.